So let's say you've got a nice little kitchen like this with a range on it, and you think to yourself, what I'd really like to add is a range hood over top of this thing so I can take out all those stinky cooking smells. So I'm going to build one right here in this space. So I just want to show you a couple of nice tricks with that. I'm just going to grab my rectangle tool, R for rectangle. There's the midpoint of my stove, and I know that I would want to work above my stove right at the midpoint. So if I just pull up the wall and look at that, isn't that nice? I get that little inference engine telling me this is the midpoint of that line. And what I'd like to do is draw from the center of that. So right now you see my rectangle tool says you're going to draw from the corner. But if I touch the Option key, Control on the PC, it gives me a chance to draw from the center. So I can draw that, say that's the chimney. I may not be in the right spot there. I can take that up. Let me just grab that. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This line right here at the top is not all the way up to the ceiling. So I'm just going to grab that and pull it up. I could measure all this stuff more carefully, but I don't want to bore you too much. So I'm just going to grab that line, Move tool, M for move, and pull it straight up on the blue axis until it says I'm on the edge. Great. I feel the same way. And then what I want to do is get another rectangle. Again, I'm just going to get R for rectangle. Make sure I'm in the center point, midpoint, and then come up the wall. And then I'm going to draw on the face, say about here. Whoops, I want it to be with the that midpoint. Thank you. I want to draw from the center, right? Option gives me that option to draw from the center. And I can draw that out until I am about as wide as the stove, probably, right? I've got a little bit of a counter on the one side. Maybe I'll leave it right there, and then I can make that the hood itself. So now what I want to do is draw these two out from the wall, but not the same distance. This one I'm going to pull out, say 12 inches that way towards us. This one maybe 18. I'll actually come out a little bit farther because I want to have a lot of, space under there to gather up the fumes. So far, so good. Easy, right? Easy peasy. Then comes the fun part. We haven't gotten to the fun part yet. All I got to do now is use my pencil tool and say, I kind of want this corner to be attached to this corner. And I want this corner to be attached to this corner. And it says, Gadinka. You want a range hood? I got a range hood for you. Pop that corner to that corner and it closes it up. Come over here and pop this corner to this corner. Same thing. As you know, on this project, we are not doing materials, but if we were doing materials, you could make that, fancy finish. You could put all kinds of stuff on there. You could put buttons and dials and fans and stuff like that inside. But pretty handsome way to say, make a range hood. Hope you found that helpful. Stick around for more fun videos on SketchUp in scale modeling.